So we have a 3 News investigation for you right now. They have found that a Lorain police sergeant was demoted and ordered to pay more than $15,000 after crashing a patrol car while off duty and leaving the scene of the crime.
Records reveal alcohol was involved, and yet former Sergeant Eric Rivera is still employed at the department. 3 News investigator Peter Fleischer has the story.
The calls came in just before 11 p.m. on April 17th. Witnesses described a Lorain police cruiser hitting parked cars and property before skipping the scene. The crash resulted in substantial property damage. Shortly after authorities arrived on scene, Sergeant Eric Rivera called a lieutenant from his home and confessed to being involved. Rivera admitted that after a long day at work, he went to the local Fraternal Order of Police Hall to celebrate a co-worker's promotion, where he did consume alcohol, but not to excess, before leaving to drive home. Rivera told the lieutenant he, quote, must have fallen asleep and was awoken by a crash, end quote. In his panic, Rivera admitted to driving home and fleeing the scene. The lieutenant visited Rivera to transport the damaged cruiser and said he detected no signs of impairment before driving the sergeant for testing. But samples later revealed Rivera had a blood alcohol content level of 0.138. Rivera eventually admitted to consuming, quote, several alcoholic beverages after fleeing the scene, but before being interviewed by the lieutenant. An investigation by Lorain's Office of Professional Standards noted that based on Rivera's schedule, he'd likely been up for approximately 21 hours. Because he had consumed a large amount of vodka at home after the crash, the office said it could not determine whether Rivera was impaired when that crash occurred. The department found Rivera committed at least 8 violations of department policy. As a result of the incident, Rivera was demoted to patrolman. He was also ordered to pay the city of Lorain over $15,000 for the damages he caused. 3 News got a statement from Lorain Mayor Jack Bradley about the decision to demote rather than terminate Rivera. He said, quote, I have to trust the person who's my safety service director to do what he thinks is the right thing to do. I'm certainly not going to be a Monday morning quarterback and try to second-guess the process. I wasn't involved in those hearings. I believe the safety service director felt with all the facts and circumstances that a demotion was warranted and that the officer was treated fairly like any other citizen would expect to be treated, end quote. In Lorain, Peter Fleischer, 3 News.